Hi mathematicians, this is Mr. Almeida. In today's video, we're going to talk about what a negative power for an exponent means. So basically when you see this, it doesn't mean to take the opposite of the number. All it means is when you see a negative exponent, look at your base. In this case, the base is x. All it means is take the reciprocal of that. And then, so the negative exponent just tells you take the reciprocal of that. So we're going to take the reciprocal of x, which is x over 1, and change the numerator and denominator's position, and that's 1 over x. And then we're going to raise that to the what power? To the first power. Well, x to the first power is x. Therefore, x to the negative first power equals 1 over x. And that's how you would do this, okay? So let's apply this to a circumstance or a situation specifically. So we have 3 to the negative 2 power. So what does a negative exponent tells you to do? Tells you to take the reciprocal of that number. So we're first going to take the reciprocal of 3, which is, as a fraction, 3 over 1. We're going to take its reciprocal, which is 1/3. And then we look at the number of times we're going to write that reciprocal, which is 2 times. So all the negative exponent tells you to do is to take the reciprocal of the base and then write it that many times as a factor, the number that comes after it. So we have 1/3 times 1/3. Using the product formula, we multiply fractions numerators and we multiply fractions denominators, and we get 1/9. So 3 to the negative second power is equal to 1/9. Okay, let's take a look at this next one. This one looks different from this one, but as long as we know the definition, we are good to go. All right, so we have 2/5 being raised to the negative third power. What does a negative exponent tell you to do? It tells you to take the reciprocal of the base. The base in this case is 2/5. So to change the numerator and denominator's position of the fraction, we write 5/2. And how many times are we going to write 5/2 as a factor? 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times. And then, using the product formula for multiplication of fractions, we have 5 times 5 times 5 all over, 2 times 2 times 2. And 5 times 5 is 25, times 5 is 125 all over, 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2, which is 8. We have 125/8. And if you wanted to write that as a mixed number, you could. But when you're dealing with this kind of mathematics, usually your best bet is to keep the answer in fraction form. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video and now know how to use negative exponents. Take care, mathematicians.